What kind of a drink is that? And of course, there's the bagged milk. I guess in Canada, apparently, the milk is bagged. Got some friendly banter between the teams. That's always good to see. We have also somebody joined Ame. Oh, it's a player. Sometimes when people join the game, it's not actually people in the game, if you know what I mean. Like you'll start a Pug game and like somebody joins in their like slot or sub, and but this is a player for the team. Looks like somebody from Team Sinners is taking a little break, and we're live.
Ready for this?
It sounds delicious, Loud. Wine is a great drink. So we have a tank at 69%. Boomer shut down.
Reloading.
And they're going to the ladder.
Up here, guys.
Kind of baiting to the right. That's a good thing you could do is if you kind of go right, go left, the special infected kind of panic and think, how do we want to set up? They're going up though. Okay. Got Spitter, Smoker, Charger, and they go. Oh, it's a big one. And the Charger lands. Somehow, but not a lot of damage though. I guess there's not like a fall damage or something, or you get cleared before, so good charge, but good hit. So for Team Sinners, this is the home server, so that should help them. This is a tournament. Boomer lands, Jockey with some separation there, and the Spitter, and the Stumbolinos. Oh. Ooh, so Bruno has taken the brunt of these attacks so far. Obviously, the ping disadvantage is not too much for the infected, Team Winserial. You also wonder, living in, Russia or other countries in Europe, that you get used to playing with a ping difference, so for some people it's not too big of a deal. For example, Blob, I believe from Korea, plays on high ping. Seems to do pretty well. Tank is in. Charger going, sacking it looks like. Hunter, Smoker, so they want to go for a Boomer. And we got the tank going for those curve rocks, trying to land one, buy some time. I've heard a lot of people say that like tri-cap is the best way to go for the tank, because you can just, you get that corner, tri-cap goes in, and that can be it. But if you get that boom though, that can do a lot, especially here. Charger going, sacking, that is. So we got a Boomer and a Jockey. Taking a little bit of chip on the tank there. About 300 damage in the chip. Second pass, so he needs to go relatively soon. Going at 30%. Tank is in. Jockey pre-spawn making noise. Misses the first punch. Here comes the boom. Oh, shut down very nicely. And now the survivors are just going to kite him around. They know support's going in soon. One punch. Here comes, okay, Hunter, skeeted, Jockey, trying to make something happen. One in cap. So for the survivors, they're doing a good job there. They didn't wipe, so that's good for them. Obviously, health bonus is at 300. So that's about the same, about as well as the other team did. So now it's about how they take this next hit, where we have a Charger, a Spitter, and a Boomer. And what else we got? And Smoker. Boomer lands, Charger, Smoker trying to get the same person, but survivors know what they're doing. And Smoker lands, Charger is cleared instantly, in literally a tenth of a second. So good patience and not panicking by the survivors there. lots of common rolling in, but they were able to deal with the common at the same time. They knew that what the smoker and charger wanted to do there. Jockey trying to steal somebody, but not a bad round for the survivors. Love to see it. Large score difference still, but any clown's game, let's say. So I do wonder how big the ping issue was for Team Sinners. They're playing much better on this round.
I heard the military was holding out in Riverside. Unless anyone has a better plan, I say
Look, we get to Riverside and we'll probably be all right.
Well, there's Blob. So again, happy birthday to Blob. Wishing you a very happy birthday. And we're live.
Reloading. Whoa, whoa. Don't shoot at me.
Boomer probably wants to go now. See if he gets something good. Double boom. That'll slow him down.
Watch out. Watch out.
Survivors are showing they want to go left, which I think is the better way to go. You have a little bit more room to move around there. Lewis is up. Oh, baiting, trying to skeet that hunter. Charger is in position. Hunter pre-spawned, making noise as before. Lewis is waiting patiently. Here he goes. Hunter skeeted. Charger lands, but cleared very, very quickly. And not charged off, obviously, because they were up already. Spitter is not being killed. That would be a strat a certain player does. I don't want to say his or her name, but in CEDAPUG, there is somebody who will not kill Spitters. Just throwing that out there. Spitter is coming in. And still, Spitter's not dead. Boom lands. Spitter, I don't know what he's doing. Trying to go in. The tank's in. Oh. Tank is in. Lots of common going in. I was tunneling the Spitter. I didn't think they were going to go in. Gets a corner. One person's down. Tank has 2,000 HP about. Trying to get that second corner, but support is not ready. And Tank is... Nope. Oh! A corner? 3 in caps. So, in a way, the tank did well because there was that boom, but also the support was not ready. So, I wonder if you could have waited there. That being said, 3 in caps is quite good. So, you know, I think as tank, when you see that moment, you can go in. You should just take it. Even if support's not ready, you can see lots of common. I think the thing was the Spitter was, you know, still alive when the tank went in or something like that. So, that was a huge deal. If that Spitter would have died, then the special infected could have done more, but it doesn't matter because a jockey has taken Frey, and that will be a wipe, a delayed wipe at that. So great job, great special infected play. In the end, it was the right call by the tank, even though the tank didn't have a lot of support. So now it's where the tables can start to turn for Team Sinners when you have momentum like that going into the next map. Still a very comfortable lead for Team Winserial. So it's about maintaining that lead, but you don't want to get complacent. You need to obviously keep winning. It appears. Okay, so Team Winserial are the survivors. And they are not ready. Looks like tank spawn was changed. I don't think so. Okay. We've got a spitter, a boomer, a hunter, and a smoker. Boomer pre-spawn looking for that arc boom. Survivors patiently. We have one person ghosting out just a little bit, not a lot though. Bait timer's up. Boomer probably. Oh. So you hope that the team tells you he's ghosting out so you can go, but obviously the boomer can't see that. Not a lot of damage there, but a little bit. And the survivors are on to the next choke point.
Nice.
Boomer, Charger, Hunter. Waiting. See what they're gonna do. Hunter pre-spawn. They're gonna hit probably at the button, making a little noise so they know what they're thinking, and there go. Hunter, Jockey going in. One lands, Charger misses. Jockey going in, but it's M2'd. And the tank is live. The boomer is saving and gets one boom. Tank is committing on that. And here come the comments rolling in. Tank misses a punch, trying to get that corner. Looks like on Lewis. Ooh, and the boomer is killed. Stumbling everybody on the two people. Tank has got one corner, and he's going for the second. Time your punches on Lewis. Lewis pops the pill, so he's going to have to do a little extra work, but he's dead. Maybe if he landed a couple punches earlier, he'd have more time, but good job on killing the tank, tunneling him. So even when the support was ready, he did not have a lot of HP. So great job by King Winserial there. 2 sets of pills. Bonus is about 450. Respectable. We've got a boomer, jockey, a charger, and spitter. Spitter, charger go, charger lands, but is cleared. Jockey gets a little, not too much there. Shout out to Gonzo on the board. Welcome. Still a great bonus. We have a boomer, a hunter, a smoker. Boomer lands 2. Okay. Smoker, charger, jockey going in. Ooh. Oh, that's huge. Wow. Great hit right there. Charger got him on the rails and took him. So good damage. Bonus still at 300. So Team Sinners having better special infected play this game. That's what we like to see, is having a good game. They can get something here with the Charger, Spitter, Boomer, and Jockey. Let's see if they're going to go before the choke. They're going in the tunnel. Charger is stumbled by the Boomer, unfortunately, but the Jockey is able to bring the Survivor into the spit. Not a bad hit. Bonus is at 200. And Survivors may be able to hold W until the next checkpoint. Depends on how quickly the SI can get set up. Hunter is spawned and ready, going for the DP, perhaps. or distraction smoker spawned. Here it comes. Charger, sorry, Boomer rockets in for a quadri, and the Charger goes in as well. Hunter landing as well. Great hit. I think the Hunter's distraction can, sometimes you can tunnel the Hunter if you have a shotgun, so that was a great hit by them. Oftentimes when you see the Hunter, it's like you kind of want to ignore it and look for, like, what's the Boomer doing? What's the Jockey gonna do? Because Hunter has that distracting ability. Jockey lands on Lewis and he's in town. Oh, great hit. Smoker trying to pull somebody out. He's probably gonna save it when they bait the pickup. Smoker getting sniped by Zoe behind the tires there. Looks like they're gonna leave Frey, maintain the health bonus. Never leave a man behind unless you play Left 4 Dead 2. So the health bonus was reduced only about 80 points on the health bonus there. And Frey will wait unless the Hunter decides to end the run quickly. You correct me if I'm wrong, Kreitcha, but I don't think you're allowed to do the glitches where you spawn inside the safe room in a tournament. So at this point, the Hunter can just go kill Frey. Yeah, probably not, but the Spitter is helping us with that. Boomer gets him. Great boom, great boom. I wouldn't say I'm giving them ideas. I think I'm just speaking my thoughts, however they may be. Okay, so pretty good round for the survivors. I mean, you made it to the safe room. You didn't wipe. The bonus was erased. So now, Team Sinners, let's see what they can do. Oh yes, my phone's ringing, so I will lower that. I believe my mom is calling me. I don't think she'd understand if I told her what I'm doing right now. Say, what is a Left 4 Dead 2? What is a tournament? What is a Boomer? And we're live. See what the Boomer's gonna do, if he's gonna go for the usual spot. Boomer does. Ooh, lands the arc. Boomer can go again, which he tries to, but he's shut down. Hunter going in, but he's kind of stuck behind the pipes. Unfortunate. Spitter goes, but not a lot there. And we have a pause. Aim on Team Sinners has paused. Perhaps the lag issues or something. Ryzen has left the game. So we'll hope that he or she will be rejoining us. In the meantime, perhaps Left 4 Dead 3 will come out as a surprise release, catch us all off guard before Thanksgiving. However, I believe that case to be highly unlikely. In the meantime, I'll check the chat, see who's here. Favorite dish for Thanksgiving? I think it's the cranberries. It's quite delicious. Cranberry sauce goes good on anything. Those of you who are familiar with Thanksgiving would know about cranberry sauce. Quite delicious. What about yourself, Gonzo? What is your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Your favorite dish?
Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie
That's a great choice. That is great. A fine choice indeed, my friend. A fine choice indeed. Well said. I'll take this opportunity to look at the chat. Give a shout out to any people who may be lurking or may not. Shout out to Busty, my boy. Haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Who else we got here? Crasher, my boy. How you doing, my man? Excellent to see you. Hopefully you are watching or having a good day. Who else? BCK, hello. Welcome, buddy. See you there. Just say hi to people I haven't seen yet. Shane, how you doing, buddy? Canadian man, doing well, I hope. See Dr. Sheep, or as I call him, Dr. Skeet. Don't know if he likes that name or not, but I call him that, and he hasn't blocked me yet, so that's great. And Dr. Shrimp, yes. That's good though. The team's, friendly banter, no trash talking. Like to see that. There's a time and place for trash talking. You can kind of get into people's heads if you do that. Especially in pugs, you'll see that sometimes with the voice, the spamming the voice chat, the commands for the survivors, which is great, right? When somebody's like spamming a taunt at you 300 times in a round, it just doesn't really bother you. You kind of get used to it. It's like music to your ears. That being said, I think on Zone Mod, the laugh is disabled, so people can't spam the laugh, but it's a whole other story. Dr. Shrimpy says, nice.
Through here.
Somebody is stuck, so let's call Sir Please or Lucky Lock. Lucky Lock will help us. Never mind, we're good. Okay. We got Charger set up above. Smoker, Jockey. I believe it's a quad. And the survivors know it too. No, it's a boomer, I'm sorry. Double boom, and it's in. But survivors are very intelligently backing up to avoid the hit. Zoe smoked, but at that point, not much going on there. It almost would have been the play for the special infected to wait there, because once you back up into that tunnel, you can't really land a hit. They could have waited, I guess, for a quad or just for a spitter. In any case, we have a spitter. Hunter going in, lands. Charger spawning behind, going for the tunnel charge. Missing, or getting cleared, rather. Spitter doesn't land. So I think they did a good job kind of baiting that. Like, two survivors were waiting there. They know that they're going to do that, but they did not eat the hit, so that's good. Tank is live. Thought about insta-committing. When you have all those common there, you can kind of do that sometimes, and by the time you get there, support's in. That being said, we have a boomer, a hunter, and a smoker. Boomer, we'll see if he's going to go now or during the commit, when the survivors are hopefully distracted. Just looking for that angle. Going for the arc boom, lands one, which is enough to commit on. And here comes the tank. Oh, Zoe's been smoked. That'll be a nice corner, but she's able to escape somehow. So tank gonna need that hunter for some stumble. Gets Lewis. Probably won't be able to get a corner though. Going for Bruno, who's been incapped. And now tank is gonna try to retreat. Oh, a dual cap lands the charger. Here comes a rock. Okay, not bad for the tank. I thought that with that corner, the tank would have had an easy in cap, and then you can really get some more time. You know, go up to those little sewer. I don't know what they're called. The holes, we'll call them. Throw some rocks and kind of see how the survivors bait the pickup. But good job by the survivors there, by Team Sinners, on not wiping. Health bonus is at 400, a little over. So they're gonna take the hit here. Charger going in, Hunter lands Boomer, double boom, and the spit. But as we all know, the spit spread never goes where you want it to. So not a lot of damage on the spit, given there's just a little platform. And somebody is AFK. Those of us who play in Pug know all too well about the troubles of AFK players and or numerous pauses. In the meantime, check out the hops on Francis. He's like actually jumping higher than the spitter's head. It's pretty impressive. Ryzen has left. But he came back before, so we can only imagine he will come back again. 2, 3, about a 3,000 point game for Team Sinners. So if they can keep a huge bonus this map, maintain what they have, and I guess next map, the next two maps, they would need nearly a perfect game. They could come back, but it's definitely a comeback situation. We shall see. And we're live. It appears he's still AFK. No, he's back. He's back. Okay. But it's a bot. That would explain why the bot was not doing anything. But you have to wonder, sometimes a bot can be better than a player, too.
Reloading!
I'm really hurt, guys.
Thanks.
Alright, we have a smoker, a charger, and a hunter. What else we got? I think it's a spitter. No, it's a quad. It's a jockey. Charger goes, lands, jockey lands, hunter. So that was very briefly a dual cap or a tri cap, but they were not quadded though. I don't know if there's a lot of good places to quad somebody here. Maybe if they get spread out in the tunnels, but that's going to allow the survivors to push forward, avoid the choke, and they're going to have one more hit to take out here. If the boom lands, they may be in some trouble, which, oh, great M2, boomer shut down, so we'll see if the spitter is going to spit block or just try and get the charge spit. I imagine the charge spit would be the play. Hunter is going onto Zoe. Charger will do the same. Get some stumble. Securing the end cap, the bonus is down to about 100, 150. So that was a good hit. And that'll be it for this round. Hitoshi maintaining the health bonus.
Can you lock that door?
So this next map, this is going to really determine if we get an early wipe here. That could mean something else for the other team. No, I am not. I haven't really scrimmed with anybody yet. I've had a couple people ask me to, but I'd like to try. You know, I just joined about 6 months ago in Decida, so I'll see. I'd like to though. Yeah, I'd like to start with scrimming first. You know, there's some players who I'd like to play with a little more. Other people have teams already, so it's like, you know, I'll just keep practicing. But yeah, I love this game. I think it's a very unique game. I think it's much better than other games like first-person shooters. It's just, you know, the team dynamic, the special infected. There's something about it that I'm surprised it's not as popular as it should be, honestly. You know, now it's like Call of Duty, Apex. I mean, those are great games too, but I just keep coming back to this one. What about yourself, Gonzo? Are we going to see you in a tournament? Or have you played before in tournaments, Gonzo? Spawns have been changed. What was that change for, Kreitzer? I don't see what those are. Was that a tank percentage or something about slots? Ah, tank percentage. Ah, broken. Okay, broken percentage. Thank you, Stage. So I guess this is an 84% tank, which means the survivors can get some points when they make it there. But for Team Sinners, you hope to obviously wipe them before that on some big hits or at the tank. And we're waiting on Snipe, who is now ready, and we are live with a Boomer, Hunter, Smoker, and a Charger. Hunter pre-spawn going for the wall kick DP, perhaps. Boomer goes, shut down nicely. Smoker going in, dual cap, Charger B-hopping in. That was a big B-hop. Unfortunately, the person was already in-capped by the Hunter, I believe. Still, that was a good attack. Just didn't get as much damage as they could have, but still, it was a good coordination. So we have a jockey, a spitter, Hunter, and looks like a Boomer, a 2-2. Let's see if they're going to go now, which they do. Boomer tries to get the arc, doesn't get it. Hunter wall kicking in, lands, spitter goes. Not the best spread, but you cannot change the spread of spitters. Jockey wasn't able to do much there, but he'll save that, I'm sure. Yeah, I think if the Boomer would have landed there, it could have created some more chaos, but I guess the wall or the particle board there kind of blocked the boom. Sometimes when you do the arc boom, you can kind of boom past it, but I think he was shut down before that was able to happen. So in the forest hit, Boomer goes in, shut down nicely by Zenuix.
I'm taking an extra pistol.
So Charger, Smoker are going to wait for the friends to join them. Hunter goes, Charger, B-hopping in, lands one. We got tri-cap. Ooh, very nice. Great coordination by Team Sinners. And good damage onto stage there. I think if the boom would have landed before, that that kind of situation would have been even more damage. It's kind of a very stressful situation if you get boomed in this area. Common from all angles coming in, and the special effect coming in as well. The spitter goes, tries to block. Jockey's going to try and grab Zoe, which he does. Boomer goes, dual boom. So that's a good hit, and the tank is able to roll in with that, more or less, but survivors will be able to push back. And now let's see if he can get a hittable going in here. Ooh, Zoe is kind of pincering him, trying to force him onto her to commit. She's punched away. That could have been a corner, but tank is going to go with this. Lots of common going in, hoping for the car to land. Charger going, lands. Smoker lands, corner on Francis, who takes pills and is in-capped. So now huge separation. Tank trying to get a rock onto Zoe. HP is at 3,500, plenty of HP. Tank's got that car. Let's see what he's going to do. Ah, Pickup happens, car goes in. Jockey trying to land, but if he does, probably going to get cleared. Oh, lands. Okay. So now as the tank, you want to be patient. Just keep those rocks up. Great. Another in cap.
Thank you.
So tank can kind of just hide in this forest area, but survivors are obviously going to push forward. They say we don't want to eat rocks till the end of time. Ooh. Zenuix is in cap stage. Perhaps on purpose, perhaps not, I'm not sure. Boomer lands tri-cap smoker. It's got the old man, Bill. Double trouble. Pretty good tank. It looked like that could have been a wipe even. That being said, survivors made the right call, I think, pushing forward. But the boom could have made something much bigger there. So health is quite low for the survivors. Very possible they wipe in a couple hits, depending on how they handle these next hits. Boomer B-hopping in, lands one, Charger going with a double charge, Spitter landing as well. That'll be an in-cap on Frey. There might be somebody black and white, I'm not exactly sure. Those of you watching might know.
Church still got its lights on.
So at this point, it's going to be a wipe. It's just how many points can they get. Not a lot, it looks like, because next hit is going in. Jockey lands Hunter, skeeted, but Smoker has killed stage. Boomer landing. And here come the comment. I think it's going to look like that when Left 4 Dead 3 comes out. Everyone's just going to start running like maniacs. So that's kind of a good metaphor. Or Back to Blood, whichever comes first. Rushing in.
Can someone give me a hand, please?
So that's pretty much it for this round. Obviously there's no magical pills floating around, or defib kits, or health packs. So, okay, that was a good round by Team Sinners. Still, it's a huge score difference, so I think they would need to play both maps perfectly, and even with the health bonus, I don't think it's possible to win. But at this point, you know, you're playing as a competitor, you're playing to give your 100%, playing for your pride, so you know, a lot of games are like that, where you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. It's more about how you handle losing, because you can handle winning easily. You know, when hits are going your way, games are going your way, you kind of have that confidence flowing. But you know, as a competitor, it's how do you handle adversity? What do you learn from in games you lose as well? Oh, thank you, Nolan. I didn't know that. It's my first game ever casting, so I'm learning as I'm going. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I didn't know that, Nolan, so thank you. So sorry, I was distracted for a moment. Infected had a good hit on aim there, lost almost half his HP. And they'll have a charge spit jockey, and I believe Boomer. And they probably are going to go right now. Charger lands, double boom and jockey back. Not a bad hit. Good clears as well. That's something I think that differentiates you know, novice, intermediate, and expert players, is how fastly they can clear each other. Sometimes survivors will kind of be in their own world and they won't really look around and see what's happening. Which is where, you know, a hit like that could have been much bigger if the boom people were not aware, but they had a lot of awareness. Okay. We have a Hunter going in. Boomer lands. Charger misses. Still a lot of common going in. Perhaps it'd be good to have the Boomer go first, maybe with the Hunter distracting. And then after that, you know, once the common are flowing in, you can get like a charge back or something. Nevertheless, pretty good hits. Spitter looks like sacking or trying to delay them from getting the pills in that room. There is one set of pills.
Reloading.
Jockey Hunter. Not exactly sure what they were doing there. I thought they were sacking, but I think they just kind of said, okay, this hit, this is going to be one of those hits, so let's just go in and hopefully we'll have a hit up next, I guess. So hit is up. Only a smoker and a charger. Excuse me, now it's a boomer, a charger. Survivors are running back. I imagine they're going to take it all the way back. Jockey, charger goes. Charger shut down. Yeah, so obviously they're going to run all the way back. I guess there's not a huge fear of the tank AIing. I think the tank has plenty of frustration, but he will have to move in. Probably won't want to play with that car very much though, because frustration going down. Back to the hit over here. Boom lands, but survivors are merrily running back, jumping on their way. Car is in, but is behind another car, a train car. Plenty of frustration. So tank's in, bringing his toy. Thank you, Busty, for the message. I was not aware of the spec HUD. So I do appreciate that. So Snipe rolling in, trying to get that corner, which he needs about one more punch. Support's going in, trying to help him. HP, still plenty of HP, so he's going to go on the tower, the barn up here. And we'll have a little bit of a rock tank. This is an interesting situation because even if the survivors push forward, the tank's just going to bring the car. So it's kind of like you just want to deal with the tank. We'll see what happens, because if they push forward, they can get hit like that. Boomer lands one. Charger, Jockey, no. Hunter lands. Support's down though. That being said, plenty of HP. He's trying to cherry pick Zoe right there. Kind of tunneling her a little bit, trying to get her off of that. So some damage there by Snipe's tank. You know, if that car would have landed differently, of course, big things can happen. But the survivors took it pretty well there, I think. Bonus is at about 600. We've got Smoker going in, Jockey, Spitter, jockeyed off, but thankfully for the survivors on the other side of the fence. And the Smoker is back in business. He says, "Don't count me out yet, boys." Look at that boomer. He's just peeking at him through the fence. And let's follow the boomer. What's he gonna do? It's going back.
It's not looking good for me.
All right, so we have a 2-2 for the next hit. Boomer. Oh, that could have been big, but you know, the M2 was well done. Nobody panicked and shot the boomer. Charger, not much there. So that kind of gives you some confidence for the survivors team. Once you kill a tank and you're keeping the bonus. Likely going to see a wall kick by Frey's Hunter, which is nicely skeeted. So kind of the SI is kind of out of sync right now, so they probably want to sync back up for the next hit.
There's lights on in that church.
Survivors advancing forward. Looks like we'll have a charger. A boomer goes. Hunter. Thought about it. Now he's going to save it. So they're in good condition for this next crescendo event. Spitter, Charger, Hunter, and a Smoker. Hunter distracting, going in. Smoker goes, Hunter goes, shut down, Spitter. Not much there. Charger going in, but is killed. Killed right on the gravestone, too. So, good job taking that hit. Looks like the survivors have cleared those gravestones. I always like to have one or two. They're nice to jump on, which Lewis is obviously doing. It's a good spot. It's kind of like in this location, it's more like watching up for that right there, the boomer, because you get that arc on you quite easily. So Hunter lands, Jockey cleared, Smoker. No Spitter. They had a Spitter there. Might have been more damage. So again, pretty good for the survivors. The bonus, not too bad. Looking at about 450. Next hit, we got a Charger, Jockey, and Spitter. Jockey's going in. Oh, Charger going for the long-range charge, which he lands with Spit and the Jockey, which will guarantee an in-cap. So actually, good play by the Charger. Usually those long-range chargers don't work out, but I think the distraction helped them there.
Yo, thanks, man.
I'll take this.
The bot Smoker is killed. He tried his best, but it just wasn't enough. And the real Smoker goes, smoking Lewis, and Charger misses. Jockey trying to get the double cap, which he does, and Lewis is down, so this will likely guarantee at least another spawn for the special infected. Perhaps Frey. No, it's not enough time. So a pretty good round by both teams. And this will take us into map 4. All right, and we're back.
If we get to the river, we can.
We have Jockey, Hunter going in, skeeted. Not much on that hit. It was a 2-2, I believe, so there was no risk of a death charge. So Team Winserial will advance forward. Snipe has paused. Not sure why. No insider knowledge on that. Percentage. So I guess we're dealing with some kind of a bug here. But at this point, I believe it is not possible for a comeback from Team Sinners. But they have played quite well in this home game for them. So props to them for that. So it looks like we're going to do a restart. Keep things consistent. You know, it's funny, I didn't know about the spec HUD thing. So like every time I watched casters, I was like, how do they know like the spawns? Because if you have like the in-game spec, like the glows aren't very good. So you're like looking at the models, you're like, oh, I think that's a Charger, I think that's a Boomer, but obviously the spec HUD. So thank you, Nolan and Busty, for pointing that out. AIM changing his or her name again. I guess it changes back or something. So I guess at this point, you know, your team sin is you're playing to finish the game strong. You want to keep that kind of competitiveness and intensity because, you know, Left 4 Dead 2 is a game where one hit can decide the entire game, especially when you have two great teams going against each other. So they want to play for the experience, the practice, and also, you know, just to finish strong no matter the result. And perhaps the team Winserial is, after this, I'm sure, thinking about their next match, which I believe is against Team Shonk, if I'm not mistaken. That being said, they need to finish this game first, so we don't want to look into the future, really. Smoker, Spawn, Hunter, Charger. So you kind of think maybe Team Sinners will have a big hit here, maybe a death charge, something, you know. Let's see what happens. Just waiting out that horde as it rolls in. Smoker trying to steal somebody, but not the easiest one to land. Charger spawned. Hunter skeeted, so that means survivors are likely going to push out, and which they do very carefully. He gets smoked, but at that point, ooh, that's actually the better call. Is if the survivors push out, you know you're not going to get much there. So going into the safe room with a charger, sometimes you can even get like a triple charge in that situation, and even if the fourth survivor is outside. Oh, I guess somebody took damage or fall damage. I'm not sure what happened there. Stage/Letta lost an HP. So they have a jockey, a smoker, hunter, and a boomer. Survivors are taking it slow. Maybe they're looking in that room for some treats, perhaps. Hunter flying around, doing the whatever it's called, the flying hunter thing, trying to get that skybox. Looks like they want to hit outside. The boomer's going to b-hop in quite nicely on a 3-boom. So Jockey going on Zoe, Hunter lands. Unfortunately, they get the same target, but Smoker, it's got Francis, so that's good. Or rather, Bill. So good potential with the 3-boom, but they weren't able to get a 3-cap out of that. I believe the infected team is asking their tank to wipe, which is the mentality you want. You know, you say, okay, we're not going to win this one, but let's get a wipe. Boomer, Hunter, Charger, and Spitter. Let's see if they're going to go outside or at the choke. With this setup, the Boomer lands, you can make something happen. Boomer shutdown, Hunter going in, lands Spitter, Charger. Charger landing, but unfortunately the Spitter had a different idea. I think he was going for the hunted target. Probably the Spitter didn't think he was going to land.
This way, guys. Reloading.
So doing a pretty good job so far for the survivors, albeit they have 3 sets of pills. Stage is bleeding.
Here, man.
Reloading.
Tank spawning very soon. Let's see if they're going to bait the hit. Probably, yeah, going to clear the common. Tank is in. Is the tank of Hitoshi. And survivors are going to push back, but the boomer says, nuh-uh. Gets a boom on Zoe. Smoker grabbing Bill, who is then jockeyed. So that was a good hit. If the jockey would have just went around the corner, he could have got even more, but sometimes when you jockey people, you land on them and your front is their back things like that. So, nevertheless, a good attempt by the infected. Tank is indeed getting the toys. So we have on the support, we have a boomer, a hunter, and a charger. I imagine the boomer's going to try and go right now to make it easier for the tank. And the first toy is coming, a yellow car of sorts. Boomer shut down nicely. Oh, as before with the tank, that tree blocks the hittable, so that truck is good to stand on. Tank trying to get a corner. Low 2000 HP. Charger going in, not landing. Tank B-hopping around, trying to get something. But that will likely be it for the tank. Yeah, both tanks, I think, they tried to use the hittable, but that tree blocks it, so it's a pretty good spot to take the tank. I guess if you get a big boom or a tri-cap, otherwise very open area, so you can kite the tank quite easily there, as they did. So we'd imagine that the survivors are going to push forward here. Perhaps not, though. Smoker lands on Francis, who is jockeyed and spit, so good hit. And they will push forward, so they wanted to take a hit and then go forward. Great health bonus. So next hit we'll have a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter. Which I imagine they're going to try and do before the choke. It looks like they're setting up. Boomer goes, doesn't land. Charger spawns next to the Boomer. Ooh, Smoker smokes back. Boomer still alive. Look at him go. Look at him go. That's my boy. Again, I don't believe you can spawn on the roofs now. That ladder was taken away, so it's not as easy to get those arc booms off the roof. Survivors out of pills, but in very good shape. We'll have a Jockey, Charger, Hunter, and a Spitter. Jockey has got separation, pulling Lewis back. Charger lands, Spitter lands. Great hit. That's going to be 2 ink caps. And Jockey going in for more, but he is M2'd and sliced up. Stage has died, but at this point, the score difference is much too big. Smoker going in, Boomer landing. Hunter skeeted. And that leaves us with a Spitter. So maybe we'll have one last hit. We will, before the safe room. So perhaps they can wipe them. End on a good note. Lewis is holding W. He's in. But the other survivors, looks like they're going to die. Smoker. It's got Bill, and that'll be it. Lewis says, sorry guys. Yeah, I think for Team Sinners, it was about that first game is how do you handle the ping disadvantage, you know, keeping the score close as you can. But it was just too much of a score difference going into game 2. Team Winserial played quite well, but Team Sinners did a good job too this game.
Can someone help me, please?
A little help.
So I guess we're talking about if Survivals will be slayed or not, which they will not be. But Charger, I think he stumbled Lewis on the door and that caused the 10 damage or whatever. So technically a wipe. And now in the last round, Team Sinners.
I guess Riverside couldn't hold.
Charger, Boomer, Smoker, Hunter.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe we'll see a death charge. Boomer goes. Charger goes, but not. The timing was kind of off there. Quad Boom will slow him down, but no death charge.
Reloading.
So Bill, ooh. Good skeets, good kills. So he did a good job baiting them there. And they took the bait, so now they'll just have a Jockey Spitter and Smoker up. Not the best setup for this room, for the special effect. So we'll have a Smoker, Charger, Smoker's killed. They probably just want to hold those until the next choke, it looks like.
I'm reloading.
For which we have a Boomer, Charger, Jockey, and waiting on stages spawn. Boomer looking to B-hop onto Zoe, which he does, landing one boom. So that may be a quad, depending on what spawn snipe is given. Stage has left the game. Due to lags.
This way.
And we're back. So survivors could just push forward, but they're gonna take the hit, it looks like. Charger's going in, Jockey misses, Charger misses. Hunter, Spitter wasn't ready.
Weapons here.
So tank and a pause. Unlucky. And the tank is live in the hands of Snipe. Not really much of a hit up, so survivors are able to push back before the SI get a chance to set up. That being said, they will have a Boomer and a Charger and a Hunter. So let's see how they use those. Charger is spawning. I think he tried to rocket off. Boomer goes. Doesn't land, but oh, almost a DP. Good try. Tank is bringing the toys in, and we have some horde rolling in. Survivors are moving forward. Looks like they're going to leave the tank, actually, and push forward, avoiding the hittables in this area. Of course, there are other hittables if they leave the office, which they won't. So they're going to take it in the room here, which is obviously a better spot to take it. Tank is in. Jockey Charger Boomer support. Charger goes, landing. Jockey trying to get somebody. Not able to. He does. Tank getting a corner. Sending 2 people out the window. Great job. While the Horde is rolling in on a double boom. And now we have 2 in-caps by the car. And the remaining survivors are very boomed. So, and that is going to be 2 deaths and likely a wipe. Charger landing, Lewis trying to say, leave us be. But the tank will have none of that, as he is trying to throw up those rocks. I like it. Lewis is saying, nope, I'm gonna take you head on, buddy. Which he does. So not a wipe. But there are only 2 survivors left.
Whose side are you on, kid?
Charger goes. But misses. Some stumble. Not onto the spit though. So let us hope that for Team Sinners they are able to make it as far as they can. Maybe even to the safe room. So overall in this game, Team Winserial did a great job on a math such as death toll, where you can wipe very easily, as we all know, but they were able to play well on both servers. So great job by them. And for Team Sinners, did a much better job on game 2, so good game by both teams. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Nice to chat with you all. Shout out to Kreitcho. Good game indeed.